Welcome to the Monday night meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals for Southwick, Mass. On the 10th of May, 2021. In attendance, we have Chris Mastriani, Bill Liss, and myself, Paul Gregoire, and Wendy Cordero as secretary.
Okay.
All right. So why don't I just read this thing into the docket here so we can get it going.
Okay.
So, please find below the legal notice for the following hearing. For publication in the Westfield Evening News, School Street, Westfield, Mass. 01085. From the Board of Appeals, Town of Southwick, Southwick, Mass. 01077. For release on April 26th and May 3rd, 2021. Notice is hereby given of a public hearing to be held on Monday, May 10th, 2021, online via Zoom at 7 p.m. to hear the petition, I can't even speak, petition of Andrew Sturchek for a property located at 7 4th Street, Southwick, Mass. The applicant is seeking a rear setback variance of 21 inches in order to build a handicap accessible ramp or entrance to home. Okay, so Mr. Sturchak, wherever you went to.
Yes, right here.
I don't see you up there on the.
My tag is Tony
there you
PC.
Are.
Yeah.
There you are.
Yeah.
We found you again. Okay, so let us know what's going on.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I submitted some drawings. I don't know if any of you all have had a chance to look at them.
Yes, we have.
Yes. What we have is I have my elderly dad. He's 92 that lives with us, and he's having difficulty navigating in and out of the house. What we're proposing to do is we have the ability to make a little sunroom for him at the back of the house, which will also allow him grade level access to a paved surface directly to the driveway, thinking towards the future. Heaven forbid we should need ambulance or EMT in the future, rather than have them try to, like I say, navigate the back stoop and then down a rather steep grassy incline, which is the entrance at the back of the house. Front entrance is pretty much the same, is concrete steps, which he has difficulty with.
Understandable. So you're wanting to put a ramp in there?
Well, what it's going to do is he'll be able to transition from his room through the kitchen and then through the sunroom by a set of stairs with reduced rise and a little bit more width, and we'll be able to put handrails for him to be able to navigate those steps as he gets down to grade level at the outside of the house. That would put him onto a level surface and in a sense save us from having to have a ramp structure.
Okay. Well, what we've understood right along was it was going to be a ramp, but I guess it's not. Just looking over the drawing here, I guess I don't understand the nomenclature again. NIC.
I think that's the architect. As far as construction, he denotes the areas that are not in contract as far as construction. He's probably giving you the drawing that shows the whole house and the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I assume that those areas were not part of any renovations, so they were kind of ghosted out. And now that you mention what NIC is, it seems pretty obvious.
It's really the 21 inches is the south wall of the sunroom. Is just slightly over the rear setback line. The architect picked up on that when he was researching our surveyed site plan.
Yeah, because you've got, I think it's R20 there, right? I believe.
It was, yeah, but I got a variance, if I recall correctly, back in '89,
right.
Because they at that point in time, they wanted me to build double A, but I couldn't make double A. So then I had to get a variance that relieved a little bit of the double A.
Well,
but I am surrounded by R10. That's right.
Yeah, because 40 foot is the required rear setback.
Yeah.
So you're saying the architect finally was like within 38 feet or so of that?
Yeah, I don't have the drawing in front of me. It's the surveyed site plan by Russo Surveyors.
Hold on.
And
I don't think we got a survey plan, did we?
Well, we're showing 1 foot 9 inch over the 40 foot.
Okay.
On the right hand side of the drawing, Bill.
I got it. Now I'm
okay.
seeing. Okay, I got you.
All right, so there's the living room. And you're saying from that sunroom, he would have to go back through the kitchen to go down those little steps that I see on the drawing. Is that right?
He'll be able to come from his bedroom right through the kitchen and then down, like I say, the steps with the reduced rise, and it'll also be a little bit wider and will allow us to build in cabinet work where we can incorporate handrails at each one of those changes in elevation.
Good.
And then that will put him, as I say, once he exits the sun, and the sunroom is for him also too. It's kind of like a two birds with one stone there, but so be his area, and he'll be, like I say, able to exit right at grade level to a level and paved and maintained surface, which will take him directly to the driveway.
And from the sunroom? From the
sunroom. Yeah, we have a patio out back that runs along the back of the garage. Yeah.
I was driving by the house today, actually.
Oh, okay.
You see the grade in the back is pretty steep.
And that's right out his bedroom door right there.
Right, right. Okay.
And his only other way out is through the garage with all the cars and lawn mowers and whatnot.
Okay. I saw that.
So the sunroom is already constructed.
It is not. That's next. We can't move forward until the architect knows for certain that we may be able to. It's in a rather tough spot between the garage and the house. It's a kind of an odd spot to try to cut in a room, and to have it be of any practical floor space and dimensions. We need just a tad more room on that south wall to push the south wall out just a little bit.
So what he's showing is his plan. His plan's constructing that sunroom in between the garage and the house.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Right. And that 1.9 is basically the last piece to get out, have an exit there.
Yes. That's where the exit will be. Yes. And
they don't show any dimensions for that room.
It's going to be, I think, roughly speaking, 21 by 15.
Between them.
I don't know why they didn't bother writing that in. They got every other dimension on Earth in there.
Yeah. Plus, he's just noting the area that he needs to get relief from, because the house and the garage are there, Paul. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see that.
So whatever
the sunroom extends behind, longer or deeper, shall we say, further out than the garage.
About 2 feet.
a little bit, yeah. I think
from the garage not right even on. 2 feet.
Yeah.
From the garage, maybe a foot.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been nice to show us some dimensions on the sunroom, if that's really what we're after here. So they kind of left out the important part.
Yeah, I think, and I don't have the drawing in front of me, I think he showed the south wall, and it's just the south wall of the sunroom with the 21-inch dimension. And I think that's the reason he drew it that way, maybe so that the drawing was, and I'm making an assumption here, not in his mind, not cluttered, giving us just the salient dimension for tonight's discussion.
Yeah. So in actuality, we could say, sorry about that, just drop it back to in line with the garage. Instead of asking for 21 inches.
You could. What happens is that for us to get the the stairs with the reduced rise, what they do is they spread a little bit farther into the room. They carry across the room a little bit farther, which then would not leave him. We're trying to make a room that's comfortable for him so that he can move around without, in a sense, being cramped between stairs and cabinet work and whatnot. A little bit of a practical dimension for him to set his chair over by that south wall where the sun comes in.
I do appreciate what you're saying, but I think they could have done a better job of showing us what they really want to do here.
Yeah,
That's my only problem.
Scaling off the drawing, I come up with about 16 by 21, which I believe is what Andrew said. So we'll assume the drawing scaling is correct. That's about what it is. 21 feet between the garage and the house, and then 16 feet wide the other way.
Adding in that extra.
Including the extra 2 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I wish they'd have done a better job. This is kind of off. It's off the drawings here, but I'm looking at something put in here from Attorney McLean showing that there were 3 grantors, which are kind of, for this property, I don't know what that's all about. 2 grantees and 3 grantors.
Yeah, you have myself, my dad.
As the grantees?
I believe so.
And who are these other people? Lori Allen and...
Well, that's curious. That's an old document right there. I was wondering the same thing. She moved 25 years ago.
Oh.
And we have a document that is without her name.
So these are the original owners then that sold it to you?
I suppose you could say it like that. Well, Lori and I went into it, and in a sense, as my dad aged, I absorbed the property from him. But he still lives here, so.
Yeah, so we have a Lori Allen and another Lori Ladola.
Well, Lori Ladola, she's married. Her name is Lori Allen now. But I haven't seen her in 20, 25 years.
Oh, that's the one that moved out. Okay,
yes.
One and the same person.
Yes.
But she did not sell the property to you or to your father?
Well, I bought out her interest. And we have, Attorney McLean has documents to that effect.
Okay, you bought out her interest.
Yes.
So she sold it to you?
Yeah.
Well, you gave her money and she had to sell it to you. Yes or no? It's just that simple.
Okay.
All right, I was just curious about that. I've seen names all over the place. Grantors, Grant. I said, what the heck's going on? Okay. Yeah, they did a beautiful job showing us the front of the house and the garage and all that. Nice drawings. And again, no damn dimensions where you need them.
Mm.
Hey, Paul?
Go ahead.
I just, looking at the booking page on there, I've got the actual deed up for Mr. Surchek that Lori transferred her interest in 2008 to him.
Okay. To his father.
So to him. He's the owner. So he's the proper owner.
Yep. No, that's fine. We need to know that too.
It looks like you gave some life estate to your dad or something.
Yes.
Okay. So are you a junior?
Yes.
There you go. Now it makes sense. Okay.
I think it said that on here actually, but
okay. Well, that's what I just figured from this. Okay. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it says Andrew T. Jr. Yep.
Okay.
I wouldn't lie. It's on a document. Abby McLean says so.
And Abby's a good person. I like her. Oh, there it is, Judy.
All right. Well, like I say, I'm a little annoyed the fact that they're not giving us dimensions where they should. Uh, After all the dimensioning work they did in the sketch, they're more than sketches, the actual drawings, and they skip over that. I don't know. So, Chris, you said 21 by 16, right?
Yes.
Now,
I'm sorry, this is Kevin Keeler. I'm the contractor on the site. It's 15 by 21.
15.
Okay.
15 by
Thank you,
21
Kevin.
is the size of the unit. That is positive.
Are you responsible for these lovely drawings without dimensions? Or
No, I am not.
Oh, we'll blame somebody else? Okay.
That's the architect.
Somebody wake him up. Chris, how much can you tell from scaling, how much is further out is it than the garage?
Oh, not much. Not much.
Not much, yeah. What, a
Probably. Well, if you look at the dimension where the 1 foot 9 inches is, that's about even. The back of the garage looks like it's exactly at 40 feet from the back property line. So the extension away from the garage is pretty much the 1 foot 9 inches that they're asking for.
Okay, it doesn't show it like that here, but all right.
Well, if you look at the setback line, that dotted line that goes across the whole property, that cuts through the sunroom and it hits the garage just about at the corner. So within a couple inches.
Well, yeah, within a few. It's short. The garage is actually exceeding the space, but not by much. So where's the way out of that sunroom? They don't show that either.
It's in the center of the south wall. The wall we're talking about.
The triangle shape area?
Yeah, that's a feature on the roof, but yes, that's centered over the door, yes.
Yeah.
So that is the exit?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a drawing in the package with the elevation on it. It's like there's a doorway with a little triangular decorative peak on top of it.
Am I missing that in my drawings, or?
It's page 3 of the PDF file.
Yeah, go ahead. Confuse the issue. Page 3. I'll give you a page 3.
Well, page 3 on my screen here. It's the third. It's the first page after the application.
That doesn't help a lot, but okay, Chris. All right, I'm looking at a full view from the back. It shows the little roof line, the little pointed roof, if you want to call it that.
Right, the door under it, and then a person.
The door under it, and then what's that underneath it? Those the steps, I'm presuming.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like there's a rise and tread there.
Yeah.
Even with my eyes on, I can't see it too well.
Yeah, that's why I got a magnifying glass here.
Yeah. Chris, you could probably blow it up on the PDF, right?
Yeah. What question are you asking?
Are those the stairs from the rise and tread dimensions on them?
No, I think that shows where the foundation is for the for the end of
the
south side of the addition.
Yep. Yep.
I think those are their footings and
pilings. The footings.
Yeah, that's what they are. Yeah.
Okay.
Footings and piling.
And the width of the addition is shown in this view, and it's 20 inches and something. I mean, 20 feet and something inches, or 21 feet 3 inches is the width.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. It's going to be an interesting little addition, but I think it'll be nice for your father, Andrew.
We hope so.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like being outdoors, whatnot. You know, you got the sunroom.
Well, we notice he spends most of the summer in a folding chair on the back stoop.
Uh-huh.
And we thought it would be nice to give him some shelter and maybe extend the warmth of the season, get some sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
March and, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
And give him a little bit more space to himself. He really only has his bedroom. So
yeah, well,
give him a space of his own.
That's good. All right. Well, I think I've got a fairly good understanding of it. Anybody else have any questions?
There's got to be more to this decision, though, because we've got the lot size, frontage, I believe.
No, frontage is good.
Frontage add up because it's a lot of lots put together, right?
For some reason, he's got 5 lots. He must have.
Okay, yeah.
Early.
Sides are okay. 75 out the setback. I think the front setback's not there either.
Wait. Where do you see 5 lots?
Yeah, there's 5 lots put together.
It's 5 60-foot lots were put together at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. I think the attorney. I had to buy 5 lots, and then the attorney incorporated them into one lot in perpetuity.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So your frontage is actually 300 feet.
Yes.
About 350 or so. Yeah.
Okay. And let's see, you're number 7.
Yes, sir.
And Lisa, what number are you at?
3.
What's that?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's a couple of lots in between you, or what's the?
Well, there's also 44 Miller, which goes behind.
Yeah, well, Miller goes down on the side, yeah.
Right, but my lot goes behind his house and borders on the back, on that south side.
You're really right next. You're next door neighbors, but he's got 5 lots, so that gives him.
Oh yeah.
There were no houses in between you.
No.
No. Okay, that explains it. That explains it.
And Lisa, did you have any comments that you wanted to add?
No, I'm just here to hear about it and offer my support. I don't think there's any issue.
Okay.
There's no issues on my part.
We're going to have a front setback issue too, right?
If we want to make the house legal, then yeah, we could include that one. So we would need a lot area, a front setback and a rear setback. Everything else looks okay.
Right.
A lot area, even with those 5 lots?
Yeah, it's 30,000.
Okay.
The bylaw is 40, but the bylaw is 40,000.
Right.
Right, so we need 10,000 relief there.
Okay, so you need a lot size. Front, you can't do much about it. It's there. Unless you, Andrew, you want to move the house back about another 40 feet?
We were thinking about doing that.
Yeah, sure you were.
Go about 54 feet there, right?
Oh,
yeah.
God. Yeah, we're supposed to be at 75 feet, so yeah, whatever that dimension.
53 to give them extra 6 inches.
Oh, you're awfully generous tonight.
I know, huh?
Yeah, well, it's May, it's a new month, yeah.
I like the round numbers and not have point,
All right, so we have an area variance, we have a front setback variance.
And the rear setback.
And the rear setback. Anything else, Chris?
No, just those 3.
Okay. So are we Are we all clear as to what's going on and everybody happy? More questions?
I just have one question is on the drawing, it says that 0.688 acres is 30,000 square feet. And we typically go, we use 40,000 for an acre. So 0.68 times 40 is 27,200 acres. So if we want to be consistent with our numbers, then we would have to have a lot area variance of 12,800 square feet.
So they're using actual acres, whereas we're looking at builder's acre of 40,000.
Yeah.
Right. Correct.
So
to be consistent with how we usually do it, we'll use 40,000 as an acre, right, and grant a variance of 12,800.
Okay. Sounds reasonable. How does that sound to you, Andrew?
Well, I'm trying to follow along with your language. It sounds like you guys have done this before.
Yeah.
Once or twice.
What we try to do is you're asking for a rear setback variance, which you need, but since the house is non-conforming, but it's already there, we add in the other variances to make it completely legal from this point going forward.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
Kind of cleaning up a mess that could rear its head down the road.
Yeah. I thought that's what that language meant. Yes.
It was all hieroglyphics, right?
Yeah.
If you don't do it every day.
Chris, you get your sheet to put a motion up?
Yeah, I'm all set. I agree with you, Bill. We'll round this 1 feet 9 inches up to. We'll be generous and make it 2 feet. And
God, you guys.
Okay.
This has to be that has to be the smallest amount of variance that I can being asked for.
So
only spend time here, right?
Yeah. Can we get a motion here?
Yes.
Yeah. I make a motion to grant the following variances to 7th 4th Street for the addition of a sunroom with handicapped accessibility. A lot area variance of 12,800 square feet, a front setback variance of 54 feet, and a rear setback variance of 2 feet.
Okay.
Do we hear a second?
I second it.
We have a motion and a second to accept this application. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. So the ayes have it. So I think, Andrew, you've got this thing sewn up here. So start building.
Very good, sir. Thank you.
Well,
all right. Thank you.
You have the waiting period, Paul. We got to put it.
Oh, yes, of course.
Just for purpose of staying in the legal bounds. It's got to sit for 20 days.
We have to do that?
Well, I'm just saying, you can do what you want. The building,
we stay legal. We have to do that? No,
yeah. The building inspector may give you the permit, but I'm just telling you.
No, building inspector won't give him a permit.
Okay.
He won't give him a permit until he sees this. So the way this works is that we have to turn this in to the town clerk, who holds it for 20 days. And barring nobody coming in and complaining or filing an objection, then we issue the go ahead on it. We send you the documentation, which you must then file with the we file with whom?
State
Registry of Deeds.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Registry. Okay. I knew there was a word for it. Registry of Deeds. Yep. And And I think you're still having to go to Springfield to do it. We used to go through Westfield, but the last I heard that they're making you go to Springfield.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they don't let you in. It's the last I heard. So they want everything by mail. I don't know. So you'll have to check. You'll have to check into that. You might try Westfield first and see what happens.
Okay, not a problem.
I'm not privy as to how that works.
Yeah.
So with all that done, I think we're all set here, gentlemen.
Okay.
All right.
Very good.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Thank you
you a
all.
lot.
Bye, man.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Riverbank under the South is great for a common plan to work. Apparently somebody came down there a little while ago, knocked off a carrier of stuff. Advise me of their conditions. Go from there. I have a call in to environmental and advice from the police.
Okay, we're on.
Who's on there? Wendy?
Wendy?
I'm here.
Dispatch?
Yeah, but what was all this talking in the background? Were you on a monitor or something? Or
I got a lot of stuff going here.
the scanner from the police scanner was on?
Sorry, yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm on my way to a parking lot somewhere.
Sorry.
Are you actually at the station tonight?
Yes.
Okay. She's playing policewoman tonight.
Double duty.
Yeah, well. Yeah, so other than that, let's see. I've looked at this other one that we've got.
Yeah.
I'm really confused with that one. This 8 North Lake.
Yeah, I see that 21 rear setbacks. I mean, holy Christ, there's the whole thing. Got a big garage there.
24 by 24.
On a small lot, I guess, is my point.
Well, I don't understand the picture I've got.
Yeah.
It shows a house on the right-hand side.
I see the garage is on the left, Paul.
Yeah, a garage is on the left.
Now that becomes, if I'm not mistaken, that accessory building?
A little shed way in the back?
No, the garage becomes an accessory.
Wow.
It's not attached to the house.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay.
So the setbacks may change based on the zoning.
Yeah, it's R20, and I think the standard and the accessory are the same. They're both 10.
Okay,
At least for the sides. For the
R40
sides,
it changes, yeah. I think. Yeah. Okay. It's got 2 sheds on the property in the house, and then the deck, and then they're putting a garage in the middle of it.
Well, it's showing a front setback. He's only got 25 feet. So he needs a 50-foot setback. A little excessive, I think.
Is this a corner lot?
I'm kind of trying to get it now.
Because 31 from the side seems okay.
Well, based on the picture that you sent us, Wendy, I don't see a corner lot here at all.
It's not. Okay. No.
It's kind of sitting in the middle of nowheres.
Yeah. Huh.
Point Grove. I don't understand why the garage is going to be there. It's kind of I mean, I'm sure he's got a reason for wanting it there, but I don't understand it.
I haven't seen the lot, Paul. Is there? I got to look at the topography. There might be a drop somewhere back there too.
Well, there's a million houses around him.
Let's see. There's one behind him. I'll have to look at it. I haven't driven by that one yet myself, but
well, I haven't either.
I'm putting a concrete pad and putting a garage on it like prefab.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, he's got Chester's concrete there, single-story garage. Now maybe there's a pad there he's adding to or something. You know, I'd have to take a cruise by and see what's there now.
It's a 24 by 24. I don't see how you can just have it pre-built. It's kind of an odd number.
Oh, it's got Skip's Outdoors Garage is building it.
24 by 24?
Yep. Yeah, they make those prefab now.
Unless he's doing it in 2 pieces and putting them together.
They do, Paul. They pull them together in the middle with a beam.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yep. But anyway.
You don't have this one thing with the black, all the little houses?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, I mean, if he's got all those little houses around him, I don't think we get a big topography issue.
Okay. Maybe not. I have to drive by and just see where the layout of the land there. But the house looks pretty much up front, so there's going to be a huge setback there. It's got a small lot, of course,
Yeah,
but there's a lot of open area. Apparently, it looks like in the middle of that lot. So
yeah.
Why it has to be angled and turned like that, I don't know. You got a driveway; it's a horseshoe.
Yeah.
Huh. For me, I'd want to turn it towards that driveway up there where you could get into it.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, I don't know. I have to look. I haven't driven by that one yet, so I'll take a look at that too.
I have not either. So, but like I say, it was kind of funny as I looked at it. I don't understand it.
And it's funny. My neighbor down the street here, Brian Drennan, was supposed to be putting a application up for him to put a garage up on Claus Anderson here, and he needed some setback, and he was going to be close to the sideline. But again, because it's accessory, there was confusion if it was 20 or 10 because it's R40. I said, well, if it's accessory, you only need the 10. You don't need 20.
Yeah.
If it's attached to the house with a room, then you're going to need the 20, you know. But Brian was supposed to have gotten an application, and he hasn't done it. So I don't know what's going on. But they missed the window to get into the next meeting, you know.
Yeah, they sure did. You know.
So anyway, I see the fees. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, did you like that?
No. I mean, yeah, the paper's hurting, I'm sure, but you know what? They're raping everybody now. I actually saw Russ about 2 hours ago when I was talking to him about it, and the problem is they got to have the laws updated to get to the 21st century. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right. I
mean, you should be able to put a social media post up and then have that covered now of advertising, and save a ton of money. But you know, just right now, there's not much you can do about it, but to raise the rate. So I said, well, we're going to probably put a petition for you folks to allow that, because I said we can't take the hit, you know.
Yeah, well, we can take the hit. The town will pay it. They won't.
Well, I'm just saying, they shouldn't have to, you know. But where does it end?
Yeah, the other choice that we have is to have the newspaper bill those people direct, but we know that that's not going to work.
Right.
The road now for 1 o'clock.
Yeah, so it looks like we have to raise our fee considerably.
Yeah, to almost like $100, right?
How much?
$100 more, right? Isn't it 150 now? Or we had?
I think we're at 160.
Okay, whatever.
Well, we want to cover the 250.
Plus, probably 275, right?
Plus, we haven't done anything for adding postage in there.
Right.
You know, and Begley was saying, well, you know, you can also account for your secretary's time and so on, you know, as well. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's 275.
So 160. So there's 250. So 125. We got 160 already. And out of that 160, I don't know how much it's for the newspaper. Wendy, can you help us with that?
150 is our usual rate.
So we're only charging 160?
Yes.
Boy, we're nice people.
We're losing our ass.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, Russ has a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd like the.
Now, Wendy, is the paper was $250 for the fee, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 275 is the minimum we should be up.
Yeah, I'm going to try to abbreviate as much as we can, but if we have one that has numerous variances, you know, if it's just like a front setback, you know, we could kind of reduce that wording a little bit, but if we have a variance in every direction, we're in trouble, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Can you put in the ad just a link to the town website? Does the ad have to list every detail, or can it say something's going on at 7 North Street?
Fortunately, Chris, the laws, I think the Mass General law says you got to describe it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know if the law said you had to describe it, or the law says you just have to say that there's going to be a public hearing about it. Go here for some more details.
This address, right.
Well,
and we have to have Zoom information in there too. So.
Oh.
that adds a few more words, you know.
Jeez.
All right, so that's where we're at. So as I say, we're going to have to draft a letter to the select board asking for an increase, as much as we hate to.
Right.
Like you say, or as you said, about the 275. That will cover postage and what have you that we haven't been covering. And I know that's going to be hard on people.
Yeah.
What do you mean 275? All I want to build is a garage, or you know, whatever.
Or I need a 2-foot relief.
Yeah, 1'9".
Wow.
Yeah. I don't see any choice right now after talking
Also,
with Big Lane.
As a group, I would probably just recommend at the town meeting next week, if you might want to attend it, it's going to get interesting.
Oh, really? What do you know that we don't know?
Our friend, Mr. Lehman, that bought the library in town, you know.
Yeah.
Tynick?
Tynick, yeah.
Yeah, Scott Lehman's the owner.
Yeah.
Well, he just presented to the board to get taxpayer money to help renovate it.
Oh, because that's the old town library. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Well, but the package that was presented and why they let it go so cheap was that here's all the work that needs to be done, and the town wasn't going to be responsible for it. When you bought it caveat emptor.
Yeah.
Buyer beware. Now he's looking for money to help him bail him out for 30 grand of expense that he didn't plan on. Well, that's not the town's problem. The town sold it. They got a deed, you know. Yep. But the conservation, or the what do you call it? Historical commission's trying to help him. And you know, here we go. So Russ is caught in the middle because he's the bad guy. He's like, they're all against me because spite to help the guy, you know, because he pissed off some of those members. I'm like, well, I'll be there. I said, I don't want to. He's a for-profit business. He's going to turn around and he could sell that. So do we get any profit back in the town when he sells it? You know?
Yeah, good question. So, you could bring that up. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna. But it's like, it's a business decision. You bought it.
Yeah, right.
You knew in advance because they had 2 surveys of all the work that had to be done in that building to make it public accessible. That's why the town didn't want to do it. You got asbestos removal. You had slate roofing issues. You had the window issues that they wanted to keep, and the leaded glass, and they had to include the bathroom had to go to 36 inches wide, and blah 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 blah. Well, now it's expensive. That's why the town didn't want to touch it. You know, it's been sitting there for 10 years. Yeah. But you got a deal. It's 12 grand he paid for it, which is basically what the town spent in maintenance every year. You know, and they just wanted to shed it off their back. Yeah, that's and now they're coming back door to try to get money for it.
Now for 12 grand, come on, they better just shut up and
that's what I'm saying.
Bite the bullet. I mean,
anyway, I'll voice my opinion on that one, but
absolutely, yeah.
Because I was an active bidder too.
Oh, you were? Okay,
I was. I wanted the real estate company there. That was what I was hoping for.
That would have been great. Yeah.
No kidding. But I looked at all the work and said,
Yeah, a little too much.
No way. It's one thing to pay 12 grand, but then you got another 100 grand into it.
Yeah.
You know, you got 6 parking spots. You know.
Yeah. Well,
so how are you going to sell it? You know.
Well, you don't need much parking spots because you never have that many clients.
But if you had to sell it, who's going to buy it? Now your market just went down to 0. You know.
Yeah.
No point of sale there. But anyway.
Yeah. So what else is going to be on the docket?
That's all I knew is sort of to ruffle the feathers a little bit because Russ is all over that. You know, he's dead set against giving him a dime. But
don't blame him.
He wants other support if he can in the town to say, wait a minute, who bought this and why? You know, what are you going to do with it? And now that you have title, you could sell it. So why should the town invest for you? You know?
Yeah.
But it is not a landmark historical site. They missed the ball on that one. They should have grabbed it and put restrictions on it, but they didn't. Oh, so he could kind of technically do whatever he wants to it, you know?
Yeah, he sure can.
So it's a mess.
Is this going to be a Zoom meeting or what?
No, I think we're going to be at the back of the high school, right? They did the outside one last time.
Oh, outside again? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I think so.
I hope
that's what I heard. I don't know. I haven't, you know, Wendy might be able to fill that one in.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it is outside at the high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope it rains like hell.
Jesus, optimistic.
Are we getting voting? Right. We have voting in town tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, I found that out by going by the town hall this afternoon. Little tiny sign, voting 5:10, 5:11. I mean, that's what?
Well, oh yeah, for all the, yeah,
It's
school
been a
committee and all that
secret.
stuff.
Usually they
I don't know,
advertise
there's all the
that.
signs around town, Paul.
There are?
For all the school committee and,
Oh yeah, that's what I first saw a few of those signs, but I didn't know when the voting was. Now I know.
yep,
I guess I have to show up tomorrow.
tomorrow at 7.
Yeah, tomorrow at 7. Oh,
They'll
AM.
open
You
at
mean
7.
AM? AM.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good
All right,
enough.
any other business? I'll put up a motion to adjourn.
I don't think there's anything else. Chris,
All
you
right,
have any?
I'll second it then.
All
Okay.
right. Motion has been made and seconded to adjourn. Do I hear all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Okay.